Hello. Hello to all my digital peeps and beyond. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. I was going to say Monday morning, but it's Tuesday. A beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this video. So this video, the third and final video, is actually our Tuesday Truths video. And today I wanted to talk about a situation that happened to me yesterday. And I'll just jump right into it. So my little girl, my daughter, my oldest daughter, wanted to go for a walk. It was so funny because I was actually wanting to go for a walk, but I didn't say anything. I was like, no, we really got to pack to get on the road. So I was like, I'm not going to do what I feel like I really want to do, which is just go for a walk and go kind of get out. Those are always fun for our family. So my daughter, about a few minutes later, it's so funny, you know, how the world works. She goes, can we go for a walk today? And I was like, yeah. So I looked at my husband and I was like, well, I don't know. It depends what dad wants to do, right? Kind of leave it open. And they're like, well, do you want to stay here and do this? Or do you want to, go for a walk? And he wasn't really feeling, packing and all that. So today's actually our first day packing up the car again, right? So we're like, yeah, okay, let's go for a walk. So we go down there. We're having a blast. We're on these new Lime bike things where it's pretty cool. It's $1 for a half an hour, and I mean, they're these really cool bikes. People you drop them off wherever. You can locate them by GPS. So they're really fun. So my husband's like, well, do you want to try one of the bikes? He knows that I've been wanting to try one. I was like, yeah, sure. The kids had their bikes. My baby, was in the stroller. Our other son had his scooter. Minor details, but just all part of the story, right? So okay, I was like, make sure this is recording. I swear sometimes I don't when I just jump into things. So yeah, I need to develop that process for this, so I ensure that there's no mess up like last time. Okay, so I always hate when it looks like I have eyeliner under my eyes. So anyways, so we're just having fun, right? It's a nice I don't know, 75 80 degrees. It was really nice, just weather where you just step out and it's like the warmness just kisses you all over, right? It's just so it's getting cooler, the night's cooling down, we're riding our bikes, we're having a blast. I actually put my youngest daughter in the basket because these bikes come with baskets to carry around whatever you need to. So I was, biking in there with my 1-year-old, and then I put my 2.5-year-old in there, and it was just fun. My daughter was riding her bike crazy, right? Okay, so fast forward, we're having a blast. We're coming back, right? Because we're walking all the way down, past these water fountains, this nice, little just area for people to run and jog and to just, to be outside. And we're coming back, and as we're walking and we're biking and going back toward our car, I noticed that there's a lady that had a purse. She looked kind of young, actually, from the distance where I was at. I didn't get too good of a look at her face, but from the way her hair was and just her body, and I was like, oh, this girl looks young. From, like I said, I was kind of afar, so her face looked kind of young. And so she turns her back to us and she sits down on these they're not benches, they're these, I don't know what they're, but they're made for sitting basically. And her back is toward me and we're driving, and I notice as I'm passing her, she has a jacket on that's it's weird, okay, it was I don't know if it was leather or pleather, but you could see the jacket part, and then all the outside shell, I guess, or yeah, the shell part of it, what they call the shell, was it looked like it was falling apart, and it was kind of ripped to shreds. So it was just hanging. And when I seen it, I was just oh my gosh, first thing I'm thinking, this poor lady, she can't even afford a jacket. And then I start thinking, well, can she afford a jacket? Is there no thrift store somewhere around here? Or is life, that scarce for her right now, where any little bit of money she gets, she can't spend $5 or $10 to go to the thrift store and get a jacket, or maybe even less than that. And so I just started thinking different things. But then, as clear as day, something told me, it hit me, right? I remember my little boy in the basket, we had put some padding in there so it wouldn't hurt his, their butt and their legs and stuff. So I had put my leather jacket in there and my husband's jacket in there. And something immediately told me, offer her your jacket. And right away I was like, the first thing that came to mind, nope, I'm crazy. No, okay, it's just me talking. That's just me talking. But then it got a little bit more clear. Give her your jacket. She needs it. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And now I'm having crazy talk with me, right? With myself. I'm arguing with myself, talking about, okay, is this God, is this spirit, or is this just me talking to myself? But most of the time when you're talking to yourself, it's God and spirit talking to you. We just don't ever want to admit it, right? We want to use the excuse that, oh, it's just me being crazy. But they're downloads. They're these little bits of information being transferred into us, into our thoughts, into our minds. And it's like, we want to refuse to follow and to obey. Okay? And so this, again, this wasn't an act of like, okay, like hurting this person. It's not like the act or the thought or the download was like, oh, like do something like bad to this person. I'm not talking about those thoughts where you think those things and then you're like, oh my God, am I a bad person? Is that a message from God telling me to do this? No, I don't believe that that is of God. I don't believe that being hurtful to people or putting people in a position of suffering and all, I don't believe that that's being a good person. Obviously it's not greater good, that's greater evil or greater bad, right? So the point was like, I just kept ignoring it. But then I was thinking like, oh my God, like I don't understand it, I don't know why. And then I started thinking, well, I don't care really about how much the jacket cost, because I had a nice real leather jacket. The part that got me, it was like, I would, the part wasn't like, okay, I'm gonna give her that. What I started thinking about was this is my truth. I'm just trying to explain to you my truth, right, for today, for this video. Another thing I was thinking was like, oh my God, what if she's crazy? What if she thinks I'm crazy? What if she gets offended? What if all these things that I was going on and on about, right? And we're walking slowly away, and something in me, like in my heart, pulled me and said, you need to stop right now and give this lady your dang jacket. And so then I started thinking, well, I deliberately disobeyed, and I said, no, I don't want to give my jacket, because aside from all that, I was like, my mother gave me this jacket. My mother gave me this jacket, and I have this attachment to it. And at the end of it, I was like, that's why I didn't want to do it. Because I've done things like that. It's not like I haven't went up to a stranger and said, hey, can I give you, like this gift card? It's just a $5 gift card, which I would do. I purchased a couple of $5 gift cards from McDonald's. No, I don't agree. I don't think people should be eating that stuff. But, honestly, it's not like I could walk around with a fresh basket of fruit and, vegetables and all that and offer that to people. Maybe I could. Maybe I'm just limiting myself. But, the point is, like, when you're on your bound, you're in your life, like, that just doesn't seem like it's, like, realistic, right? So I had these gift cards, and I was like, hey, well, the next best thing I can do is give them a warm meal in their belly, and maybe a drink or whatever. And, $5 can get them, like, a little bit of happiness and joy for like a meal. And just give them a little bit of comfort, right, for that little bit of time. So it's not like that was the issue. And even like her thinking I was crazy. I mean, if she's gonna yell at me or say no, that's fine. I mean, I was a little slightly bit concerned with the safety of my children, because it's different when I'm just there. I can defend myself, but who knows if this lady, would go off the handle and go against my children. But that was not even part of so much my reason for saying no. So as my husband came, I said, hey, babe, I said, did you notice her jacket? I just kind of was like, no, he's like, yeah. He goes, and I go, yeah. I go, it was all shredded up. So he's like, come on. He's like, let's go. Because, we were heading back to the car. We were on our way home. And of course, the kids are as slow as possible going back. When you're going to, they're fast as heck. But when you're like, okay, it's time to go, they're just, they lost themselves. So I sat down, but I could feel it all in me. Just my whole body sunk. I was very deep into the thought of it. I was just like, right now I'm actively choosing to deny. And so when I turned around, that lady was doing something kind of weird. She was like doing this or like this, or I don't know what it is, but I was thinking, oh my God, what if I am denying this lady? What if she right now asked for a sign? What if she's thinking like of doing something or whoever? And I'm obviously taking myself to the worst place, but I mean, I'm saying this because I want you to think about this. When we think about only ourselves instead of what our actions are going to do for the greater good, I was thinking, well, what if she's asking for a sign and I'm her sign, and so I'm getting the download to come and help her, to come and like be that, maybe that like voice of kindness, or that gesture, that act of kindness for her to say, to say, okay, God, you're still here with me. right? Because a lot of us feel that way sometimes, where we're like, we just feel alone and we're asking for a message or a sign or whatever. But then like that one person, you know, is refusing to be that messenger. What am I denying this lady? What am I failing her at? And obviously I'm going on a deeper level with that, but I mean, it's the truth. We have to understand that with our characteristics and the things that we decide to do, there is responsibility with it. And we have to be bold enough and brave enough to be able to follow through with everything that is put in our path, with everything that we're meant to do, that is supposed to be for our purpose. And if our purpose is to help others, but then we deny the times where we should help people the most, where it matters the most, not where it's most comfortable the most, not where it's the easiest the most, but where it really matters, then are we really living in that purpose? Are we really being genuine and honest and like living by our own standards and values? So I feel crappy. I'm going to tell you that much. I feel really crappy. This was the weird part. After she was doing that over and over, I kept looking because I didn't want to be rude and be staring, but I was a pretty far distance where I don't think she could really tell I was looking at her. And so that part I was like, okay, maybe she was a little bit nutty or whatever. And so I was trying to justify why I didn't do it and all this stuff or whatever. And when I turned around again, she walked this our way, which was weird because from where she was walking, I should have been able to see her, and it was like she just disappeared. She freaking disappeared. I am not kidding. I was like looking all over and I was like, where the heck did this lady go? Like, there was nowhere she could have went that she could have disappeared. I have no idea. And I just, and like, it could be that she literally disappeared, or it could have been that she maybe went, there was some porta potty, and she, because I know she didn't go in there, she went around them. Maybe she's just sitting behind them. I don't know. I just felt like, you know what, that was a sign, like, you had a chance. There was an opportunity presented for you here, and you missed it. And so I'm just kind of sitting with that because I feel like, you know, that's important, because how many times and how many opportunities are presented to us where we are in a position to help, we are in a place to help, and we deny that. We refuse it because we're scared, or we're fearful, or we're worried about what people are going to think, or if she's going to throw the jacket back at me in my face. I mean, honestly, that's the worst thing. Like, okay, I'll be a little bit embarrassed. But here's the thing, is at the end of the day, at least I went and I tried, and I did the best that I could to like be loving and to be helpful and kind, and to say, you know, do you need this jacket right now? Who am I to freaking be like, no, she doesn't need anything, all this stuff, because I am so blessed with everything that I have. And there's this lady sitting here, for whatever reason or not, she has a shredded jacket. I just feel like, I don't know. I know I could have done better. I know I should have done better. And so I just, you know, I'm going to be kind to myself. I'm going to forgive myself. And if we ever see that lady again, I'm not going to miss that opportunity again. But it just goes to show, you know, like, that I'm still human myself, that we're all human, and that sometimes things like that happen, but we have to learn to trust in ourselves and to be brave. And I wasn't brave there. I wasn't courageous there. I felt like I was being a coward, and I was resisting what was being put into me. So, you know, with that being said, I just want to, the whole point of that is because today is Tuesday, there we go, to Tuesday. Maybe it should be Tuesday for Tuesday Truths. Me and my husband are kind of silly like that. We make up these silly things like Thursday, which means the first Thursday. So, yeah, that was my truth. I wanted to be honest and just let you know, like, hey, you know, I'm human too. Like, the things that I talk about, I still have to work at it every day. I still have to you know, like, be willing to practice my own lessons over and over. I have to be willing to go through, you know, my own teachings as well. And every day I'm like, I'm basically like speaking with God, working hand in hand with him, and then also learning to trust in me, and that I know that I have what it takes to go where I need to go and to help the people that I need to help. And so sometimes, though, we all falter like that. Sometimes we all get inside of our own heads and we start allowing all this other stuff to get in the way, and the what ifs. And, you know, what are we keeping ourselves from, and what are we keeping others from? You know, it's just, imagine if the world would just like every day do one thing that scared them, one thing of an act of kindness that for people that really needed it, you know. So, you know, I'm gonna forgive myself. I'm going to go ahead and pray on that a little bit, and ask that God sends her somebody else that can probably deliver the message that he needed her to have. And just, you know, pray that the next time that I can step up and remember, like, hey, you've been here, you've done this, you've got this, you can do this. And no matter what happens at the end of it, you did the best you can do. You opened your heart, you broke yourself open. I mean, it can't get much better than that. Whatever the other person does has nothing to do with me. Has nothing to do with me. And every day I have to actively remember that. And every day I have to actively live in understanding that I can't control what other people do. I can only control what I do. And what I do is important. And, you know, I need to be responsible for that. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight and courage as to, you know, like Mandy isn't as always as tough as she would like to be, and there's times when I have my weak moments, you know, and I want to deny everything, and I'm like, no, I don't want to step into that person yet, like I'm not ready to be that person. And so I just need to make the choice of who do I want to be, and remember that. And so I wish that for all of you, and I'm going to end this video here. My videos have been getting longer. They're going from, instead of 7-8 minutes, it's like now 15-25 minutes I'm getting around. So, but hopefully all of it, you know, is good for you. I know it's good for me. I feel like I'm also learning things as I'm helping, and I'm trying to share and put these things out for you. So if you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. I will be happy to answer them for you. And please share this out with somebody that you feel like can get value. For all my videos, if you come across anything and it just hits home for you, you know, share it out with people. Share it with somebody. Share it, just post it on, you know, your timeline and say, hey, I thought this was interesting. If you feel like sometimes you're embarrassed because you don't want people to be like, what the heck is this stuff? Like, who is this lady talking about spirituality and you know, like all these crazy things? And, you know, I challenge you not to worry about what other people think. If it's something that you like and it's something that resonates with you, then please share it and spread the love and spread the goodness in this world, so we can start a ripple effect and we can start that domino effect, because that's how it happens. One person is inspired by another. I was inspired by people, you know, and they've helped me throughout my path and my journey. And you know, it's, of course, it's a decision within us, but, you know, everybody gets helped by somebody. There's nobody in this world that is self-made or, you know, single-made person. They did everything on their own. A lot of people like to think that. A lot of people like to think that because maybe they did, and I'm going on a little tangent here, but a lot of people only think in one, like, what is that? I call it surface level thinking, which is, oh, well, they didn't give me money. So-and-so never gave me money. Nobody gave me money. And they consider like that's the only way to get help. That's so ridiculous, and it's so like, I don't know, it's like I said, it's surface level type of thinking, because just think about it. Every day somebody is helping us. Every day, you know, we're being helped by all kinds of things. Somebody may be giving you their time, maybe they're giving you their knowledge, they may be sharing with you, right, and blessing you with things or items. Maybe they're used, but they're still things you didn't have. Every word, every act, every experience, every thought that somebody else shares with you, it's a gift, and it's something that is bringing you value in some form or another. It's either you taking it as, okay, I'm learning something from this, or hey, I'm learning what I don't want from this. But either way, you are not self-made. You are being helped by everything and everyone around you that God has put there to help you. So that's just another little tangent. So again, Tuesday Truths. I hope y'all have a blessed, beautiful day wherever you are in this world. All my digital peeps, you know, be kind to yourself and to others. Try something new and see where it takes you. Please, it's just absolutely fun and adventurous. If and when you do that, you know, be brave and have a free spirit. Okay, I will talk to you guys later. Boom, 3 videos all done, caught up, better late than never. I will catch you on the next video. Bye.